Talk about divine timing. You may be seeing 313, but also this video finds you most specifically if you keep seeing your area code as an angel number, like the phone number where you live or the phone numbers in which you live, or you keep seeing a specific area code. So, honorable mentions for angel numbers as well would be again 313, your birth time, 222, and 555. The message is to build where you are, start where you are. This is your perfect recipe. So, as with all messages, take them as they resonate and personalize it as you see fit. Ooh, look at that. Y'all just saw me pre-shuffle. The bottom of the deck here is the Eight of Swords. This video finds those of you that feel like you've been stuck or you're in some sort of confines. I was about to say wrapped up in a cord. This is for a reason. And never for punishment, but for your greatest and highest good every single day in every which way, every way and all ways. Look at this. I split the deck, Eight of Swords, Hangman. This is confirmation on top of confirmation on top of confirmation. Look at that. The Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords. You feel like you only get so much wiggle room. This is for a reason. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles to the Sun. Number one thing that's supposed to be coming through about this process is for you to know your worth and to be able to seek clarity in every given moment. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles and the Sun here, verifying that energy, knowing your worth, standing in your power despite circumstances. This is something that you are meant to be mastering on this path that you are on in life. Right behind that is a Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Knowing your worth, staying in your power despite what might be happening, especially with Temperance and Ten of Wands, withstanding or undergoing times of high pressure, especially over extended amounts of time. The Magician and the Six of Cups here, this gives the vibe of also peeking out as a Nine of Swords. Believe it or not, yes, this is for your greatest and highest good, but if you so believe in contractual agreements before you even come into the physical, this is something that you quintessentially signed up for. Ace of Cups, you love this shit. And if you don't feel the love yet, that means you haven't tapped in fully yet. You haven't fully recovered all of the dispersed energies of you. You are fully whole, but sometimes there are things that need to be integrated in order for you to feel whole and feel complete. This is about redemption of soul fragments. I'm getting this feeling here that for the majority, the soul fragments, it's not like you need to go out, seek, hunt, search, and find them. They're actually very close to you, very close to you. But you just have to be willing and ready to see them as such. The aftermath, and it's a blank card. Fill in the blanks, fill in the space. This is what you love to do, figuring shit out. This is what your soul loves to do. You live for figuring things out, putting puzzles together. Believe it or not. Yes, you do. Look. Oh my gosh, I split the deck to the beginning. This one here has little stars on it. Compared to the aftermath, has nothing. This is literally in your star codes, in your genetics for it to go this way. Let me put those out there. The aftermath to the beginning. And then Seven of Pentacles, which is about patience, waiting, rewriting, planning. And guess what's following up behind that? Discovery, the Nine of Cups, the buried treasure. And seeing that you had to deep dive for it, that tells me it's not easy to get to. And the Nine of Wands right behind it, you didn't want it to be easy to get to. I'm also being told that this is a metaphor for multiple things in your life. Okay, I'm tasting ramen noodles. For some of us, this has to do with poverty. Quite literally, the only choice you have is having noodles for dinner sometimes. Believe it or not, that's part of your process. And this is not to shame anyone or to make anyone feel like they should be happy with their circumstance. I'm only here to simply remind you. I'm being brought to a J. Cole song right now. Is beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success? And then he talks about in that same song, I think being broke was better. And I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect to my brothers out there living in debt, cashing minimal checks. Love Yours is the song. J. Cole, Love Yours. Ooh, I have chills, y'all. You are meant to experience these depths because of what it makes of you, because of what comes of it. Some of you are writers, poets, athletes, singers, etc., etc. Put this into your work. Just look at that, the lovers. Bring it all home, bring it all together. Especially those of you that are creatives, athletes, whatever it is that you do in your life. I'm also being brought to a dessert here. This taste. Maybe we've been having cravings to try to supplement for what's feeling like it's missing. Find other ways to fill those gaps. Find other ways through creation or through your business. For some of you, you want to create some sort of herbal medicines or perfumes. Put it into that. This is about transmutation. Whew, the Empress, as I say that, transmutation, turning it into something creative that makes you attractive. It adds to your appeal, makes you more relatable, even. Seven of Wands, Four of Wands. You've met your match. It'll get you to exactly where you're trying to go. And right now it's getting hot. Five of Cups, Nine of Wands, back of deck, Ace of Pentacles. I do feel a stubbornness here. Yeah, the Hermit. There's a stubbornness or a regretfulness. Tell me more about this. The Moon, Ten of Cups. Tell me more about this feeling of stubbornness. The Emperor. Wanting to feel and look like you're in control 24/7. Knight of Pentacles. The stubbornness. Yeah. The stubbornness of needing to have control or looking like you are always in control. Knight of Wands reversed. So for a lot of you, the gift is in your stubbornness to be fully and completely in control, even when you're lacking control. The sun shines brighter, as I say that with the Page of Pentacles and Queen of Cups here. Some of you, you're meant to transmute this to teach people how to keep their peace. Anything else? The Hierophant reversed, going against the grain, Queen of Pentacles. But the Queen of Pentacles shows up as a blockage to the Hierophant reversed. Six of Swords. For some of you, this pertains to lifestyle choices. Some of you choose minimalist tactics or techniques, and the explanation of how you go about this or how you make this happen is your ticket, is your key. For some of you, it's not even about escaping the minimalist or the lack or the less. It's about proving and showing how that is more than enough. More than enough to either live in or exist with, or more than enough to still get you to where you're going. Hanged man. Wow. This is this is an extraordinary technique of manifestation coming through right now. How you remain in control and where you are, and how meditation, withdrawal, intuition can get you everywhere that you need to go. Chariot. How withdrawal or how lack or how less led you to all of this. Because Three of Wands tells me that there's plenty to come. And for a lot of you, this is about your mental. If you had everything that you wanted, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Tangibly, like if you had all that you wanted in the pentacle state, then we wouldn't be open to what more there could be. There's a reason for this Five of Pentacles lack feeling or state. It's about what it helps you to access. Ooh, look at that. Two of Cups just popped up, our card of integration. It's about what it allows you to integrate. Let's get one more for this part. Clarify the Two of Cups. What's this? The Knight of Cups. Who was it that had the thorn of the flesh? Peter, David, somebody. I'm bad with names. But somebody had the thorn of the flesh. God allowed this to keep them humble in a way. And it's not in a way that's like, yeah, I got to keep this one humble or else they'll think too highly of themselves. No, again, you're still supposed to know your worth, your value, even without external validation. But there's something here about integration and connectivity, of course, with yourself, but also with others. This is meant to change a part of you so that I'm getting this vibe of like, so that you don't become like them. Oh, and as I said, like them, the Nine of Pentacles here, greed. Like this is kind of showing up as like holier than thou, greed. This is not to say that you can't be here, because remember, this card already showed up for you to know your worth without the external validation. But I do keep picking up on this essence of like, you are going through it this way with less resources or with less understanding, whatever it may be, because of what it makes of you. I just heard a horn honk outside for confirmation. But it's not because you're meant to stay here. It's because of what you build in this process that you can then take with you later on. That makes you, ooh, I'm getting that makes you this prophet, this prophet, this process, this progress. These words describe you. Seven of Pentacles. The process, the progress, the profit makes you. Get the money, but don't let the money make you. You're going through one of those processes so that you don't become like those that let the money make them. Four of Pentacles. Less is more. If you've been finding yourself feeling left out or desiring more, you're not wrong, but are you making the most of what you have? And again, this is not telling you to settle where you are, but to say everything that you desire is possible from right where you are. Therefore, the question remains, are you making the most of where you are? Are you making the most of what you have? Look at that. Five of Cups to the Emperor. No matter what falls apart, whatever it is, are you making the most of where you are? Because there might be some things that you are overlooking. Six of Wands. And this tells me that that's for sure. Pray for the sight to see what you might be overlooking. I'm feeling guided to get a card from here as we close. What card wanted to speak here? I'm seeing the color blue. Okay. And we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Exactly. Wherever you're trying to uh close something off or put a for sale sign up or like trying to give up on something, it ain't over, it ain't through. Surrender to the divine, the bottom of the deck, full moon. And what activation is awakening here? Oh, that almost came out, but didn't. Crown chakra. Didn't I say it's about the ideas? What you make the most of in this time, the ideas. Okay, Merkaba comes out, perception, transition. Our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. That was the nine. That was the hermit, the number nine from the mind. Perception. This is all about your mental perception, the mental transition, aka the transmutation. And again, it has something to do with love. That Two of Cups integration and the Knight of Cups, 333 on the clock just now. There's something about your resources and love and perceptions regarding love and resources and finances that are relevant. They're linked, actually. The final activation, Gaia. 28. Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another just as we are to our great mother and the universe that birthed us all. This is about, okay, that makes a lot of sense. With this Six of Wands here, there's something here about you being like the people's leader, like the real people. Something about that. Cosmic flower to close it out activates our remembrance of the place we call home, where you come from, the core from which we pour our magnificence into the world. Honorable mention, prosperity, where the prosperity really comes from. That's why you're going through what you're going through. That's why you are where you are. To show that there's value in every place, in every stage, like that J. Cole song. There's beauty in this struggle. Prosperity supports our feeling of well being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, and soul and spirit sing. It invites us to express our emotions. Whoa. Whoa. That was a Freudian slip because that is nowhere to be found. Emotions is nowhere to be found in front of me right now. Whoa. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. I believe in Freudian slips, honey. Oh my gosh, and y'all just saw me shuffle again. And I said, express your emotions. And romantic love is right here. Something about your expression of love and or emotions, period, is linked to, look, the scales are linked to each other. Your ability to express your emotions and your resources, they are linked. What is this? Peeking out is universal love. Yeah, love. Focus on your heart chakra if this video finds you, my love, please. Strength, Ace of Cups. You're some sort of a love warrior. I'm being called to roll the dice. We've got Virgo. Service, service. Service is an act of love. So focus on acts of service. The 10th house is popping out here. Doing things from the heart, from the good Lord up above is what I just channeled, and the moon. Doing large, grandiose acts of service and kindness and love. Charity. And there's so many ways that that can take form in your life, but that's where you're being called at this time. Focus on love.